My name is Dwayne Blais, and today we're going to touch on snapshots. Probably one of the most lethal shots in hockey, just because it's so quick to get off and it's really hard for goalies to pick up. When we set up for a snapshot, again, we want to make sure that our hands are in a good position. So not too tight together, not too far apart. You want them about hip width apart. So if your hand's on the end of your stick, you're going to put your hands right beside your hips, nice and tight, and that's about the area that you want. If you slide a half a glove or a glove, that's fine. Or you can use your forearm and just hold your stick up in the air, and that length of your forearm is roughly where you want your hands to be. So now that we have our hands set and we kind of know where our hands should be, we want to make sure that our top hand's up. Very, very important on a snapshot. We want to make sure that top hand's up, our shoulders are over our stick, and that hand's out a little bit. By pushing that hand out, that's going to give us more leverage on our shaft. Another really, really key component to a snapshot is having the puck placed in the right spot. Ideally, what we want to do is create a shooting box, and that shooting box is going to be right off of our foot. So if I'm a left-handed shot, I'm going to put my blade tight, tight, tight to my left foot. If I'm a right-handed shot, I'm going to do it tight, tight, tight to my right foot. And I'm going to bring it out about a blade length and up and down about a blade length. So it's a little bit of a gray area, but that box is where we're going to want to have the puck when we shoot the puck. So right beside our feet, all right, and we want to bring it in nice and close. So that's going to keep my hand up, and that's going to allow me to push hard on my bottom hand to give me flex in my shaft in order to let that puck go. So now that we have our puck placed where we want it, right beside our body, my top hand's up, I've got leverage on my shaft, my shoulders are up, and now I'm going to talk about where that puck should be on our blade. You can snap a puck anywhere from your blade, off your heel, off the middle, or from the toe. If you want to really load a puck and really snap a puck hard, we want to start the puck on the toe of our blade. So the puck's going to begin on the toe, and it's going to move to the middle, and that's where we're going to snap. When we have the puck on the toe of our blade, we're not pulling the puck. We're not toe dragging the puck. We're just giving a slight little tap to move it a little bit, and then we're going to snap. And one of the key things is making sure that we snap down on the ice and not necessarily worry about the puck. So when we pull that puck in, we're going to snap down on the ice. That's going to give us our snap sound, and then our puck's going to take off. And as we push down on the ice, our shaft is bending, so we're getting that flex in our shaft, and that's going to give us a little bit more torque on that puck when that puck releases. The one area that's often neglected in a snapshot is our wrist movement. When we take a snapshot, we want to make sure that we're snapping our wrist. So a quick movement with our wrist, not rotating our wrist, not over-rotating our wrist, but just snapping our wrist. So when you do take that shot and you tap it from your toe and you snap down, you want to make sure that you're snapping your wrists as you're shooting the puck. So just by thinking about that motion, you'll notice a tremendous amount of difference in that shot. With a snapshot, our power, once again, comes from our legs. Very important to have a knee bend and make sure that we're using the power in our legs. We still do generate a little bit of power off our upper body by pushing on our shaft, but we want to make sure that our lower body is engaged. If I'm taking a snapshot off my correct foot, as a left-handed shot, I'm going to transfer my weight from my left foot to my right foot. As a right-handed shot, I'm going to transfer from my right foot to my left foot. And that's how I'm going to let that puck go. So on a snapshot especially, we want to make sure that we get over top of the puck. So by keeping that top hand up and out, that bottom hand on our shaft so we can push, you want to get over top of that puck when we push down and snap. A lot of young players end up getting under the puck. So they're trying to get it up or they're trying to get it in the top corner and they lean back on their snapshot and try to get under the puck. That's going to take a lot of power off our shot. The snapshot is a very technical shot and it takes a while to perfect that technique. The best way to perfect it is practicing it at home. But again, we don't want those pucks way out far from us and trying to snap and pull and snap, pull and snap. We want to keep those pucks in nice and tight and really focus on that top hand being up, pushing on that bottom hand, and snapping hard down on that ice or on that pavement or wherever you're shooting your pucks from. So when you are practicing at home, make sure that your pucks aren't too far away from your body. Keep your pucks close, pull one puck out, and keep that proper technique. One key thing that you want to focus on is having your shaft out front of your blade. We don't want our shaft behind our blade, we want our shaft out front of our blade. So our blade's in our shooting box, our hands are set, our top hand's up and out, and we want that shaft out in front so that when we push and we get our shoulders over, now we can really use the flex of our stick and bend that shaft for the shot. You'll feel like there's a big gap from the tap to the snap, and that gap will get tighter and tighter and tighter as you practice, until eventually you start executing good snapshots.